Well, greetings everyone, and welcome to a very special uh, presentation of the Sports Crib. Tonight, we will be having a recap of the Indianapolis Royals' first game. If anyone has been following the Sports Crib, we have been talking with all of, most of the players, along with Coach Doug Washington. Uh, The Royals played their very first game today, and I see I have all of the captains here: Miss Lawson, Miss Grooms, Miss Cooper, and Miss Key. So I'm going to start with let's see who's here, who's available. I'm going to put everybody on the stage here. So who do I have live right now?
You have all of us.
Okay. I can't see anybody though.
You want the cameras on?
Yes.
Ooh.
Sure, what the camera's on. Yeah. We want to know who you are, don't we?
Hello.
There you go. There
We
you go.
sitting right here, but so our
Okay. All right. All
echo
right.
each other.
Okay. So now your coach guaranteed to win, so I'm gonna assume that you guys got to win this afternoon.
We fell short a little bit.
Nah.
Somebody's got some feedback back there. Okay, so I see all the captains here except for Miss Cooper, so I'm assuming that she'll be around here.
Miss
I see.
Cooper, well, she got to get back with her family, so she on the
Okay.
highway, so she gonna turn the camera off. She ain't gonna be doing too much, She got to be safe,
Okay.
so she's there.
Okay. Well, no problem. So let's start with the score, I guess.
Was it? I think it was 67-62. We lost by 5.
Who's that? Bentley. Bentley. Okay. 67-62. Okay. So who is the high scorer for your team?
I don't know the exact score, but it was Erica Jones. She hit about 5 threes, and then she had a
Whoa.
layups as well.
Okay. So uh, tell us, was it the game plan? Were the girls a little taller? Oh, I see coaches over here. Okay, I'm gonna put him up there too. Okay, all right, coach.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Every day above ground is a great day as far as I'm concerned. So
Understood.
yeah, but so as I was saying, coach, what happened?
See, what had happened was you learning lesson. I would say, as far as coaching on my end, we got excited. As far as when we was up, and then we was down, I probably should call more timeouts. But as far as this is the first time everybody was together. So as far as that, I like how they played together. Just we got to tighten up on a few things on the defensive end. But on that, losses, blame coach. Win, they take all the credit. So
Okay.
I said they get a game, that's on me.
So Bentley, what was your take on the game?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
I would say for our first time playing together, like we did good. We just have to understand that it's team before me and play together. Like some people wanted to, and I said this about myself too. Some people wanted to, play outside of their roles. But other than that, like it was a close game. We came back from a 12-point deficit, so yeah, we played all right for our first time.
Do you agree with that, Miss Lawson?
Yeah, I really agree with that. And like Bentley was saying, a lot of people like we communication is just key. So we need to learn each other's like personalities and like know how to talk to each other. But overall, we played great for real. It was a good game. The crowd was packed. It was a good game. We just fell a little short, and we just need to work together and stay like united. You know.
Okay. Miss Key,
Yep.
what about your role and what did you think about the overall game plan?
I agree overall. I think that it was a lack of chemistry on our end. Like Coach said, it was the first time that all 10 of us was together. So I think as we build more trust in each other, we're going to be a really good team. So as our first game, I think the outcome was okay, and we learned a lot.
Okay. All right. Fill me in there, coach.
I still got the best team in the IPWBL, the
Hey,
Midwest. So
up.
far as to me, this like I said, we got to tighten up on a few things because the game was up and down. If you get what I'm saying. So far as going to wrestling games, we know how to go into the games. This was the first time everybody was together because everybody stays in different cities and different states. So to play like that, I give us a plus for that. But far as to me, if I was a fan watching that game for the first time, I would try to get everybody autographed. Because to me, the game was like think of a Final Four game, championship game. To me, it was the first game like that of the season. So I would say, far as that's better than a fever game to me, to be honest, personally.
Uh, Miss Lawson, we always talk about the team chemistry, and it's one thing. When we watch a game, the first thing we see is like how the team plays together. As Coach was saying, this is your first time for everybody being together.
Hmm.
Uh, what do you think about? I mean, how important is team chemistry in women's basketball? Where you don't have that domination of like a 230-pound center or a 6'8" guard.
Correct. Honestly, I think chemistry was important today. Like I walked in, and honestly, we was off. Our energy was off. So some people was off. So it was kind of throwing us off from the jump. And then it was like communication wasn't there sometimes. So that's just something we got to work on as a team. you know. So I think chemistry is really important. So and that's something we as a team are going to work on. So
Yeah. Uh, Miss Key, what do as a team captain, how important is that for uh, the four of you to be united and in order to lead the team as captains?
Well, I think just being on the same page is captains is really important. When we're going out and we're speaking to each other, we all have to be saying the same things and not deferring for what the game plan is. So us being on board with everything and talking to coach and talking to each other is really important.
Now, Miss Grooms, how important is it for the four of you to be on the same page?
I mean, it's very important. Just like what Jesse said. Like we have to all be on the same page. Like it shouldn't be just one person. Constantly trying to do it. It should be all of us talking and communicating. Making sure that everyone, even if they are out of town, making sure they're on the same page with the game plan. So
So, Coach, what did you take from tonight's game?
Say that question one more time.
What did you? What was your take on tonight's game?
As
Even
far
though
as
you came up a little short.
to me, I knew kind of had in the back of my head, but I didn't know they was that tough as a team. You know what I'm saying? I know I had tough players be tough as a whole team. Like that, to me, I got the toughest team in the league, as far as my eyes. To me, I say this is the first team I coach where I have a deep roster from 1 to 10. If you get what I'm saying, most teams you have like your 5, you might have 2 off the bench. But this game, as far as I can look on the bench and I can put somebody in, if you get what I'm saying. So as far as having a deep roster, this is the first time I had a team like that. So my take, I would say I have a deep team. We can be a winning team. It's just the small details we got to work on. So really, I say it's probably 2 weeks out. It's like everybody be solid. It won't be like the long process.
see. We gonna
For me, I say it's the details, the small like the smallest little detail of a game. It's not the big things. Or you go into a season with a new team, and new players, you got to work on all this stuff. To me, it's just one or two things, and then we'll be tightened up. So
Uh, so, Miss Lawson, do you agree?
yes, I agree 100%. I think we are real nice. Like I said, I was surprised we played so well together for all the.
You kind of breaking up there.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I was just saying how we have a great team. We have a great of us, so we gonna we yeah, we go up.
Can't hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm sorry. Um, I agree with Coach. We just the little things we need to work on, and we gonna stay tough. We're, we're working.
So, Miss Grooms, this is your first year being a captain, right? So uh, how do you or what do you feel is your role to help your team get on all on the same page?
I mean, honestly, like I think my role was just to, which I could have been better at, is communicating and honestly, none of us really knew exactly what our role would be. Like we had some players that should have stepped up in certain times and stuff like that. But I mean, as far as my part, like I could have.
You got to get up there for the camera. Now we got to see them glasses. Now there you go,
My
there you
fault.
go.
My
All
fault,
right.
man. My fault.
Bobby, turn this up.
My fault.
I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. Just chilling, man. But
Come on now, you know what they say about girls with glasses. Now, come on, Miss Cruz, come on, get up.
what they say.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, yeah. We got it. We got to have that Hollywood. There you go.
Oh
Hey,
yeah. That's
look at that.
swag. Yes, sir.
And then Miss Cooper's on. She's driving those. Well, that's why our screen is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
the young ladies that told me that she was
All right.
driving, so I don't really want to like
Yeah, I got
safety and all that. So ain't nothing. This is just a little interview. There's more things in life that
you.
yeah. Uh, so Miss Keith, first year as captain. What do you think? Uphill battle? Hey, put it behind us and keep on moving, or what?
After today, I think the battle is not going to be as tough, but it is an uphill battle. We have a good team, but I think overall our chemistry is lacking. So once we get over that, I think we're going to be really good. Like, honestly, we're going to be a good team.
So you guys are kind of like the Oklahoma Thunder, like I mean, you're right there. You just need that little chemistry to get over to the next level. So uh, I, I want to get everybody's background here. I think everyone has been on the sports crib before, but we'll start with Miss Lawson there. Why don't you give us a quick recap of how you got to the Royals?
So Jessie Key is my girl. As you see, we hang out. So we've played basketball since Ben Davis. I went to Ben Davis in high school, and we played basketball together. So we stayed friends since high school. I was a junior. She was, I think, a sophomore or a senior. Which one, Jesse? Were you a sophomore or a senior?
I was a sophomore.
So it was me, Jesse, and Ariel. So we've been friends our whole life. So she was like, she used to work at the gym called Pickup USA. She was like, hey, this dude's about to start a girls semi pro team. You want to play? And if Jesse asked me if I want to play, I'm going to play. So we just been playing. everything. So, right out. This is our thing.
Uh, your story there, Miss Grooms.
What'd you say? Oh.
Yeah, I was telling Bentley. I wanted, how did you tell them the audience how you got to the Royals?
Honestly, it was like following because my right after high school, I had an opportunity to play at JUCO. Well, I had opportunities at other places, but I ultimately went JUCO. And following that, like I had a season-ending injury, so I had to have like two surgeries. So I had been out for like a whole year, and I told, Coach W's like, come out. And I was like, man, I just sat out 2 years or, about a year and a half. So, um, yeah. And then that's how I got on.
Uh, so, where did the tryouts take place?
Oh, they take place here in Indianapolis.
Uh, Miss Key, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to the Royals.
Um, yeah, basically, like Rondo said, me and her, we've been playing basketball together or against each other for a very long time. And so, whenever I see an opportunity come across my table, I always pass it towards her. So I was working at a gym called Pickup USA, and I actually refed a few of Coach's games. He was playing in the 40 plus league, and I was a referee at the gym. And he just got to talking to me because he knew I played college and asked me if I wanted to try out for a semi-pro team. And I was like, yeah, like if I could play basketball, I'm definitely going to do it. So me and my girl Rondo, we tried out, and now we're here, 2 years later.
So, Coach, what made you take the plunge?
He said, "What made me?"
Yeah, what made you take the plunge? I mean, women's basketball. You know, uh, the, Miss Keaton already told us, that you play in the over 40 league. So
Yeah, that's something crazy. She ain't caught a foul. It's, I remember that. No, I'll say what the reason why I started, far as to me, Indiana, far as coaching wise, is politics. Like plenty times I try for like high school jobs, regular jobs. There's always politics. You don't have this or you don't have that. And then I've been on the semi-pro level on the man side, and I learned a lot from the owner over there. And far as when I separate from them, I want to do my own thing, right? So I came across the women's side, which I didn't know till I met Miss Jordan in the league. So far as she gave me the chance, and far as when I had the tryout, I was kind of nervous how it was gonna go. But I give you an example of Jesse, since you talking about me, we had to practice, right? So we at the jungle, so you have the court, and you have all these chairs way back here. She said, Coach, you don't need to move the chairs. I'm like, no, I don't. They're way back there. She's like, Coach, I know how I play. I'm gonna knock them down. I'm like, there's no way she's gonna knock all these chairs down behind the basket by the wall. So we doing 1-on-1. The third time she went so hard, she knocked down all the chairs. Right. So I'm like, okay, they really play hard. And to me, far as from that first game, I fell in love with women's basketball, and I always tell my sons they play more harder than the dudes. Like on the dude side or the boy side, you got to ask them to play hard. On the women's side, they play hard naturally. And the biggest, like what I tell people, like a fight can break out anytime, like today, but a fight can break out anytime during the game. And I always argue my youngest son, as far as the top WNBA player can be like a role player off an NBA player, NBA team. Because to me, the women's side is more fundamental. As far as NBA, you can go off athleticism. As far as the women's side, it's all fundamentals. Like today, if you go back to our highlights, you'll see a bunch of highlights. It was nothing but fundamental work and footwork. And to me, that's real basketball. That's why I like coaching. So far as that on the women's side, is no. I asked all my players who's their favorite coach. I probably heard 2 stories out of 10. And on the women's side, it's either a coach he quit, a coach got fired, or like a coach he gave up. And to me, I'm a determined person. As far as I might could be their favorite coach, and I'm like 80. You know what I'm saying? It's like to me because I taught it the right way. And far as I love basketball, I'm teaching it the right way. So far as me teaching the right way, that's why I like women's basketball. It's like they don't have the coaching or the person supporting that. And I like teaching the right way. So it goes hand in hand.
all right, so the coaching already gave it away, so I might as well talk about it now. The fight, I mean, the fight's supposed to be later. Ain't tell I mean,
Nah, man, they don't blow that whistle. It's gonna happen To me, with women's basketball, if you don't blow that whistle the right way at any time, I kid you not, you can watch a women's basketball, right? From the beginning to end, right? First quarter to fourth quarter. If you not do not blow the whistle the right way in an intense game, I promise something's gonna happen. With dudes, like they don't take it that serious like that. With women's basketball, like it's serious. Like either you gonna call the whistle or something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And as far as with women's basketball, people don't know how tough they play. You get what I'm saying? That's the part people don't know about women's basketball. That's the part they don't promote on ESPN. That's the part they don't put on the highlights. You never see it online. As far as that's real basketball. Act like you playing at the park. That's women's basketball. When you was little, you had necks on the court, and you was trying to get on, play the older people, and try to win and run the park. That's how my team play. We play tough and we try to win. And to me, that's exciting to see because most people don't play like that.
Oh, you talking about when we used to play on the blacktop?
Yeah, on the blacktop, you wait for the game on the side, bounce your head with the ball, dribbling and shooting. And then the team win. Who you got next? You'll pick your five. And if you ran the court, you stayed on the court. But to me, your goal is to stay on the court all day long. And you wanted to win, and you do what it takes. That's how my team plays. That's how you're supposed to play basketball. The stuff I see now is not basketball. But how my players play is like that's how you play basketball. So if you want to see a real basketball player, just look at the rules game.
Well, uh, Miss Lawson, then why are we seeing all this controversy when we had this little white girl? I mean, excuse me, Caitlin Clark fall down or get knocked down. Hey, as Coach said, I've seen women play very tough. So what's all this now? What it's all you see on the court is what's happening to Caitlin. What's happening to Caitlin? Well, there were other people that had to go through that. In my neck of the woods, it was Swim Cash. I remember her, having to pay her dues. So what's up?
I don't know what's up. I don't. Well, I don't have cable, so I'm normally at work, so I don't watch a lot of games right now. But when I do see the highlights and I see the stuff going on, like them knocking Caitlyn down, and I just feel like the intensity is up right now because she came in hot out of college. She done changed the world, really. So I just feel like now everybody feel like they gotta either get some clout and do something, or they like Coach say, females play hard. We gotta play hard. We not men. We ain't got all the athleticism and all the extra bouncy can dunk. We can't do all that. So we gotta actually play with heart. We gotta play deep. So I just feel like with Caitlyn coming in and them doing that, they got a point to prove. Her coming in so hot, she changed the world really. Didn't think about it. So everybody's like emoted everybody. I feel like that's part of the reason. All the gabbling with Caitlyn Clark. I feel like Coach was saying play harder. So we just emotional creatures. We take stuff a little deeper. They might brush it off. We like, why you didn't call that? She just pushed it down. That's a tag. We just emotional sometimes. We just play. Yeah, but
Yeah, I got seven sisters, so I know that women can get emotional. But what's your take on that, Miss Key? You know, uh, it seems to me every time something happens, I see it on sports or some kind of headlines. But as Miss Lawson just said, she changed the world. I mean, I probably have watched more WNBA games this year than I have in a lot of my years combined.
I think Gino said it best when he had I don't know what it was. It was a podcast I watched, and it was basically all the new basketball fans, which we really appreciate, coming in, watching the sport, putting the sport everywhere. We're going to new links that we've never seen before, but the way they have gone about it has been almost disrespectful to the already players that are in the league. And I do think that Caitlyn does have a target on her back. But at the same time, I think these new fans don't understand how aggressive the WNBA is. that same play against her, you can go to the next game and see about four of them. It's nothing new with these players. They're very aggressive, they're very skilled, and they take it seriously. And I think that if you just look more outside of Caitlin Clark and actually tune into the WNBA as a whole, you would realize that and you would recognize that. It's not just people being aggressive with her, it's an aggressive league as a whole. But in that specific situation, that wasn't a basketball play in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Uh, Hollywood, Miss Grooms, you want to give us your take on this whole situation here? Is is this is it because of the money that she makes? Is it because of all the hoopla when she came in the league? And as a lot of people have pointed out, you know, uh, she's a rookie. She's still got to pay her dues.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think that there's been like, that just with being a rookie, you're gonna get, they gonna have that welcome to the league, moment. But I think, like, just said, like, it's as a whole, like the whole league, yeah, just the way they went about it, it was almost disrespectful, like she said. So
All right, ladies, I wanted to get your final thoughts on today's game, and I'm going to see if we can do this after every game. Yeah, hope you guys don't play on Wednesday night because that's when I do my sports show. But any other night, hey, we'll come on talk about the game, talk about your different roles. So I'm going to start with Miss Key. Final thoughts. We'll do Miss Key, Miss Lawson, and we'll close with Hollywood. I mean, Miss Brown, Miss Grooms. I'm sorry. So go ahead.
So our final thoughts on our game.
On your game, on your upcoming game, on whatever you would like to talk about it as a captain, which are the mistakes that you thought that you made, whatever it could be about this game, about your upcoming game. Yeah,
Okay. Personally, I'm okay with the outcome of the game. I do wish we had won, but it just gave us a plan of action of what we need to work on. We saw it firsthand. Like I said, this was our first game with 10 people. We haven't even seen half of these girls. Like, I met three girls today that I didn't know their names, don't know where they come from. So once our chemistry builds to going into the next game, I think it's going to be a great show. We definitely know what to do now and where to put people. So I'm just really excited for the rest of the season.
all right, uh, Miss Lawson.
I agree with Jesse. I'm okay with the outcome also. I wish we would have won, but I feel like what I take from today is just learning how to communicate as a team, and everybody got to make sure they energy up. We can't walk in the gym, people complaining about, jerseys having our full name on them, so that's, we just got to come with the right energy. We got to be prepared to play and play hard and win. So that's what I learned from today. And I really respect one of my players. Her name EJ Erica. What's her last name, Coach?
Jones.
Erica Jones. We was in the locker room, and the coach was trying to talk. And I've noticed this as a captain and as like trying to be a leader. I know respect. I don't talk when my coach talking. I don't question him. I'm gonna listen. So I respect EJ because she said, "Can everybody stop talking? Let him talk." So I really respect that, and I just think we just need to learn our chemistry and just play how we played today, but know each other's spots. Know, be confident. I feel like I was lacking just a little bit with my confidence, but not at the whole game. Like certain points, I would lack. Like I'm supposed to be playing point guard. Sometimes I choke up because I'm used to playing in college on the wing, catching the ball. So yeah, everybody just need to get in the gym. We need to know each other, know our chemistry, know how to lift each other up. I literally had to tell my teammate today, like, you ain't gotta yell at me. We on the same team. We not beefing. Because I had like went soft. I went up soft for my layup. So I appreciate the criticism. Is something, I took away. It was a learned lesson. Like, yeah, I was a little soft going up for that layup. But we just got to know how to talk to people because people have different personalities. People struggle with different stuff, you know. And overall, it was a great game. I really liked it because I know Aaron Gordon. That that's his team. I went to school with him. I had, I think, like an acting class with him, and it was just so goofy because we had to like, or it was something I forget. At North Central, it was like theater or something. So you had to get on stage and act stuff out and do certain stuff. So I really know him, and they got two of our players from last year. So that was hype too because we was like, yo, they can't come make no statement on us. We got to show them we here still. We started this, so it was a good game. I was happy with how everybody played. It got a little rowdy because, like Coach said, you got to call. You a referee. You got to make the right plays. We out here playing with our hearts. We out here trying to win. You can't be favorite to the other team because it's their home court. So the refs got to do their part too. So overall, it was a great game. I'm happy with my teammates, and that's just something I hope we work on is just communicating, lifting each other up. Yeah.
All right. Final word there, Mr. Grooms.
Yeah, I think me personally, like, I think it's just one of those things where we, if we had just one more minute, like, it would have been definitely a different outcome. But, like, one thing I don't want to discredit is, like, we came back from a 12-point deficit. So, with only playing for the first time, like, yeah. And you got to remember, like, we're all grown women. Like, so it's not like high school or college. Like, our oldest player, she's in her 60s. So, it's a lot of different personalities, lot of different emotions, and we didn't know each other's, like how they play, how they operate, how they move, all that. So, but for the first time, yeah, it was, yeah.
Hey,
Next year, we on
I
that.
second because
We
I
on
don't
there next year.
little 60. Little not 60, I don't think. We ain't gonna do her like that.
Dang, like you really did. He said 60, boy.
Nah, she's in her 50s, but I ain't gonna do her like that. But just to say, like, we're all like grown, so there's a lot of like dominant females that it's me too. Like, I gotta know when to shut up and when to chill out. Like, you feel me? So, but yeah, we'll get it. We'll get that chemistry for sure.
All right. Well, as I said, like I got 7 sisters, and I know at least 2 of them have something to say all the time. So so I do understand. So, but ladies, it was very nice talking with you this evening. I'll let you get back to doing what you're gonna do for the rest of the weekend, and I look forward to talking to you guys after your next game. Coach, I got a few minutes here with you, but I just want to thank the ladies, and I let them know that I appreciate their time.
They're my new 4 favorite basketball players.
Hey, turn that up. Hey, did you watch the game? That's the question.
I got to watch later. I'm tired. I can't even. I'll watch it tomorrow.
No, I'm asking him, did he watch our game?
No, I didn't. I did not. Well, I mean, I'm in Southern California. You
It's on
understand?
Instagram Live. You can rewatch it.
No, I'm gonna watch it on. It's not on YouTube.
No, it's on our Instagram page.
Okay.
You go to our Instagram page and watch it.
With us next week, you better know a little something then.
Well, hey, I promise. I will promise the next time, your next game, I will be watching. Like I said, unless it's on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday I'm a little tied up. But if you don't play on a Wednesday,
We play week.
I'm gonna say if it's on a Wednesday, I'm gonna be tied up too. So we better have them on the weekends.
We on the weekends. You gotta watch.
Hey, I will. I promise you, I will watch it. But now that also means, you see this wall back here?
Hey,
I gotta have something on there that says,
right.
So hey, represent.
Represent.
All right, ladies. You have a good night.
You too.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Look forward to having you guys back many times. Okay,
I told you gonna like them.
Huh?
I told you you're gonna like my players, man. They drive me crazy, man. Those are my players.
Shoot, they said you had a 60-year-old. I was going to come out there, like, hey, what you mean? Shit.
Hey, I got a man St. Charles gonna be in July, Columbus, Indiana.
Oh yeah, I got some cousins that live there in Indianapolis.
Okay,
Used to be from Terre Haute, so you kind of
okay,
know what that's about, you
understood.
know. But yeah, so Coach, you didn't get that win, so but you did get a chance to get all your players together. So,
Mm.
uh, are you going to have the same problems with everybody getting to be able to practice together? What is your next step here to get that next win?
I say the next one. Now we have game film, so people can watch what their mistakes were. So, say if I say your role was okay, point guard, bringing the ball up, do X, Y, and Z. Now you can see what you did. So, did you measure to okay what you're supposed to do to what you did? And then, far as film can never lie. So now I don't have to say nothing. All I do is have you watch the game. So now once you watch the game, you gonna know how you messed up, right? And as far as me, I know as a coach now. To me, I remember a team I was on before with the owner. She said basketball is all mental. I used to argue all the time like basketball ain't mental. You gotta know the offense, the defense. You know what I'm saying? The plays. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do all this. To me, what I actually learned today, basketball is really 99.5 mental. Like I really learned before. I was like 99. I was like 99.5 because me being a great coach. To me, I aspire to be a great coach. I'm not there, but I want to be there. As far as the mental side. So say how the game was going, some players like tune out because they're frustrated, right? To me, you can get those players to tune back in. You know what I'm saying? Every player you can't yell like some coaches. What I say they'll yell at this player when things going haywire. I did get loud, but I wasn't fussing. I was trying to motivate them, and then I never put my players down. So far as say we was losing, right? And then I put my players down, the league would get bigger, right? And then to me, when you see somebody frustrated and bouncing, right, because they miss it, oh, they got to go. But then when they come out, immediately tell them why they came out the game. You get what I'm saying? And don't let them sit way down there by the bench. Now you setting yourself up for a situation, an argument, somebody there talking crazy about the game, have them sit right there by you. To me, I learned a lot with this game as well. Far as when your player's hot, go. Whatever you got going on, whatever thing you drew up, the plays, whatever, scratch all that. When this player is hot, like it's hot, you go with them. And to me, you go with them until they get tired. To me, they might have got too tired. I should like snap them out, let them go so far before as when they hot, like go. And to me, I learned like the style coach I am now. Before I would guess or assume, I'm an energy and motivation coach. If I describe my style, to me, I can read the energy or read the room or read the court or read the gym, how the game's going. And honestly, I got more access as far as controlling it, if you get what I'm saying. And to me, when I'm around, once you control that and then you tighten up with the plays or you tighten up where people are supposed to go, you can't lose. Because to me, we could have lost by more, but we came back. We were up by 2 at halftime. That third quarter, they went on their run. We was going back and forth whole third quarter. Then they kind of went up maybe by 6, fourth quarter. Then they went up by 12. That's when I was getting mad. But then went up by 12. And like the last 2, 3 minutes, we came back. Kind of some questionable calls. Like they'll go down, they foul didn't call it. We'll go down, they'll call the foul on them. Going back and forth. But we lost by 5. And to me, as a coach, if I had maybe 3 stops and maybe 2 better offensive setups or makeups, we probably would have won that game. But to me, as far as the losses, and I learned as a coach, never blame your players for a loss. It's the coach's fault. So every time we get on this podcast, we lose a game, it's my fault. To me, that's taking credit as a coach. When we win, you give it to them. As far as we win, I'll never take credit. If I do, you like, okay, remember what you said, coach. You ain't taking no credit. As far as being a good, to me, being a leader and a good coach, you ain't supposed to take the credit. It's your job. You sign up to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Most people mess that up. They want the credit. They want the fame. No, I want it's for them, not me. I'm going to get on the back end because I helped make the team. As far as me, it's not about me. It's well now it's bigger than me. It's bigger than what I thought. Seeing that crowd today, this has blown my mind. It's bigger than what I thought. Last year I thought we was big. Nah, it's bigger. As far as if you look on the IPWBL page, you got everybody playing, everybody posting. To me, it's a buzz to where It's getting bigger than what I thought. The WNBA has to call Miss Jordan. They have to. I say I give it less than 2 years, a year and a half. You have to. It's too much going on. As far as to me, there's not another semi-pro women's league like that. You can search, you can find, you can't see today. If you look for it just today, all those games, and tomorrow, next week is like, to me, we doing too much. So you got to see it. You got to notice us. And to me, my goal, my mission, is help get my team in the league, have a G League for the WNBA because you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you go to a fever game, you can watch us play before the fever game.
Hey,
Or the
see?
day before.
Yeah. I definitely see where you're coming from, Coach. I was telling you players, but I guess I should be telling you. You see, I ain't got nothing back here to say, Royal.
What you need? What you need? What you need?
I need a towel, a pillowcase, or something to represent. We gonna be doing this all season. This ain't a one and done. So.
So you need a hat, you need a t-shirt, what you need a towel, what is it, a pillow?
I need something that say Indianapolis Royals. If I'm you done got my face out here too now. So
Nah, I got you. What size t-shirt you wear? Let me know what size t-shirt you wear. I got you. I'm gonna figure it out.
Extra large.
All right. My manufacturer people, they kind of slow, but we gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together.
All right, okay, all right. So when's the next game?
Woo, our first home game. Ooh, I'm tired already. June 22nd, 6 p.m. at New Augusta Public Academy. We're playing the same. Like we had Instagram Live this game. Next week will be Instagram Live. Also trying to do the YouTube. I'm gonna figure that part out. But I know Instagram Live will work. We're playing the St. Louis team. I haven't seen the schedule because St. Louis played the Rebels. I don't know who won. But to me, I know next week will be a good game. So next week at 6 p.m.
All right. Well,
Saturday, June 22nd.
All right. So you playing at 6?
Yes, sir.
That means you. Let's see. That's what time you go. But I guess by the time you get out, your players might. Well, you let me know if you want me to do it after the game or the next day.
If we do it as far as our Saturday games at home, we can always probably do 9 o'clock, and then away games depending where we go. I'll give you an example. As far as we're supposed to go to Kansas City July 13th, and that game's at 2 p.m. I don't know what they're on, so we probably can do the podcast maybe 6 or 7.
Well, you got to remember, Coach. I'm on the West Coast. I got 3 hours on you. So, if when you play at 6, it's only 3 o'clock. Yeah, I'm good as hell. That's why.
Where you at? I forgot. Where you at in the West Coast? What part?
San Diego. I can't get no further. I either got to go to Hawaii or Mexico. I can't go nowhere else.
Oh, we need to get a team out there so I can bring the Royals out there, man. So,
hey, I'm telling you, play exhibition in LA or something. LA is only about 110 miles, something like that.
I'm gonna make something happen, man. I'm gonna get this out there. I'm gonna make something happen. So you do a live podcast for you.
All right, there you go. So. Hey, like I said, I'm not one and done. I'll stick with you through thick and thin.
Hey, my favorite podcast. I'm going to put it today. We're on my favorite podcast today. I just need the logo.
All right. I sent you a link where you're on YouTube. You can tell all your viewers, your players, and hey, let's make this the flagship of the Indianapolis Royals. Let's get it done.
And then we're about to start our podcast. I'm gonna get you on our podcast. So I'm gonna interview you. Ask how you started.
All right. Yeah, I'm a truth teller, Coach. So
hey, that's how you're supposed to be. Ain't no other way. You're right. But my girl tell me be dignified, act like you got some common sense. That's what she does.
So. Hey, I appreciate your time, Coach. Give us your final thoughts, and let's get out of here.
My final thoughts is the Indianapolis Royals is still the best team in the IPWBL. It's just a learning lesson. I'm going to tighten this up. We're going to tighten this up. Follow us while we still going this championship run. I appreciate you having the podcast, and also happy Father's Day to you.
Thanks, dear, bro. You have a good one yourself.
All right.
I appreciate you. Appreciate your team.
All
Have
right.
a
Thank you,
good
sir.
one. See you next
All right.
week
Yep.
or on the 22nd.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was our initial podcast for the Indianapolis Royals. You seen the young ladies, as Coach said, they put their heart out there on the court every time they step on the court. So let's get a little support here for the Indianapolis Royals. And we look forward to talking to you after the very next game. So have a good weekend, everyone. Talk to you later.